So many of you asked for me to do a hair tutorial. I did a curly hair tutorial on my old haircut that I used a really small barrel and I created almost like a perm texture. But today I'm doing a product review and a hair tutorial all in one. So I'm gonna do this new short bob haircut of mine, which I'm still figuring out how to manage it. I have a mirror right here, so I'm looking at you and I'm looking at this mirror. And then the product review I wanna do today is this Amika hair straightening brush, which I've seen these things a million times, and I'm always like, that does not work. But this one actually does. It's really great. So I wanted to show you guys how it works, how it heats up. So before we get started, I'll just show you, there's a temperature gauge here, and the controls are all here. You can control how high you want it. I basically want it to, you know, like just sizzle off all my hair. That's the setting I have it on, which is like 430. But people that have more sense probably would say to keep it on like the lowest setting, but I've never done things half-assed. So, before we get started, I always use a treatment oil on my hair first because I really want to heat protect it as much as possible. This one is by HBL, Health Beauty Life. Personally, I don't have a very big affinity towards this hair oil. I think they all kind of work similarly. So I take the hair oil and I mostly concentrate it on the ends of my hair, not so much the roots, because I don't want it to be oily. And I had blow dried my hair already, but in a really messy way. I'm definitely not one of those people that can like blow dry my hair in like a beautiful way. Honestly, I don't get those people. So anyway, okay. So my ends are all kind of coated. I'm just protecting more breakage, which, I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I need haircuts anymore because my hair just breaks off from dyeing it so much. But that is coated. And then I always keep one of these clippies. These were like very hot in 6th grade, which I feel like they're still in my life very hot. And I just clip up my hair section by section, and I do this. And I'm back. I just section off my hair. I do this whether I'm curling it or straightening it or whatever I'm doing, because I just can't manage that much hair. All right, so because my hair is so short, the bottom layers take 2 seconds, and I'm not so like perfect and careful about them. So you take this brush. Again, this is made by Amika. If you can see, the outer bristles don't get warm. The inner bristles get the inner bristles get very warm. So don't touch those. So I like to go 2 ways, under, and you'll see how quickly that works. This thing honestly has saved me so much time. So you can go either under or over. This is what over looks like, and this is what under looks like. And if you wanted to, I suppose you could kind of like roll the brush. Like if you had longer hair than me, like literally this brush is like as wide as my hair, but if you had longer hair, I would assume you could like curl it under or curl it out if you like that vibe. So as you can see, that took 2 seconds. Amazing. I mean, definitely smoking, but I think it's the hair oil, or my hair's burning off, not sure. All of it's fine. All right, so next section, here we go. I mean, you can see this hair is very bent, just with one little pass through, how straight it gets it. And I like that it doesn't mash the hair, like it doesn't straighten it by mashing it, it straightens it by combing it through. So basically you're still getting volume at the root, which is like muy importante for like a Texan like me. Like I still need that volume, you know? So just going around, I'm not gonna bore you with all the details of doing this entire thing, but basically second layer is already done. This approximately takes me probably, if I'm not filming, 5 minutes. You know, I'm sitting here explaining to you what's going on, but 5 minutes or less to do my hair with this brush, which I think is a really, like, As a person who's busy and needs every second of their time, this thing is a lifesaver. But like, are you seeing it? Crazy. It's really, really crazy. I don't know how good this would work on people with curly hair. I actually would love to test it out on someone with really, really curly hair to see how it works. But yeah, as you can see, straightening things super easy. And I'm gonna fast forward you guys to the top layer. Okay. So I have done this side of my hair clearly. This side is the last section. In all seriousness, like, I was really skeptical about this straightening brush. Just pretty much any hair product like this or hair tool that promises like quick results, straightening. I'm like, no, this thing's gonna get stuck in my hair and I'm gonna have to shave my head, which has pretty much happened with a curl, like one of those round brushes. I've had to cut at least 3 round brushes out of my hair in my life. So I'm very wary about things like this, but I really, really love this straightening brush. So here comes, you're like, okay, your hair's straight, but how do you make it look like kind of textured and bobby? So what I do first is I take the Orbe texture spray, which is here. You can see that. This is like my #1 hair product. To me, if I got shipped off to a desert island, I would take like probably some sort of brow product and then this. I mean, if I'm on a desert island, I still want my hair to be texturized, you know? So I spray this at the root. Kind of get sort of high. Spray it at the root. I'm not too careful. And then I spray some on my hands, rub it together, and then go underneath. So that is immediately, look at how much lift this spray gives you. Like, if you wanted to go there, I'm not saying you should go there. I'm not saying I'm gonna go there, but you could go there. So, and that it's really handy because during the day when my hair starts to fall flat, I can literally just go like this and it stands up again. So it not only is instant texture, but it's texture all day. All right, so then we have our lift. So you don't want to put anything on the bottoms of your hair until you have the top lifted because it'll kind of weigh it down. So this is the next product that I use. It's a Sally Hershberger 24K Superiority Complex Texturizing Paste. That seems like a long title, but this is what it looks like. I get off a chunk, try to not get it under my nails because disgusting. You always want to take pastes and things like that. Like a lot of people take it out of the jar and start applying it to the hair. That is like the complete wrong way to use this type of product because the product isn't warmed up, it's not activated. So what you want to do is you want to take your paste and you want to warm it up in your hands. Any sort of hair paste, any kind of like hair products that need to be like kind of warmed up, this is the way. So now you see my hands are like this. And then I just go all the way through and I pull. So I pulled, and then I, at the end of kind of pulling it all the way through, I go to the bottoms. Very tips. And the goal is I'm wanting to kind of like bring those tips together into some like textured pieces so it looks a little bit more modern and it's not so like prim proper bob. So yeah, so you see how that just created some texture. If you want this to go out more and flip away from the face, you can kind of work the paste. One area that I always forget is like in the back because you don't see it, but you want to make sure that lays flat, especially if you have a short haircut like mine and it kind of like curls with your collar. So that is that. And then I like to just hit it with a tiny little bit more oil just because my hair is a little dry. If your hair is not dry, you can skip this step. But I take just a little bit of oil and then just run it through once more. I don't break up the texture, I just kind of lay the oil on top. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through that. My hands are disgusting now, so I'm gonna go wash these. But thank you, thank you, thank you. My verdict on the Amika straightening wand, I love it. This brush is incredible, and I genuinely think it's a good product. I was not not paid to say that, just to clarify, because I know everyone always wonders. But yeah, I think it's a great product, especially if you're wanting something that's a little bit of a time saver, something that kind of simplifies your routine. I think it is a winner. So thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. It's down here somewhere. And yeah, this is the 3rd day of Vlogmas. So continue to watch. I'll keep making videos. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. All right, bye.